Mr. Deeb. And the semifinals have begun, boys. Mr. Deeb versus Rick. Best out of 9. It will be AVA. We've got Rick, the red player, going as America, spawning bottom right. We have Mr. Deeb going as America, yellow player, spawning top left. We are on Arabian Oasis. The winner of this match will face Knob tomorrow in the finals. The finals are at 9 p.m. GMT. Best out of 11. So who are you boys voting on? 10k on Rick, 10 on Mr. Deeb. Moving as MCV. Maybe not. Maybe too far. I'm not sure. IVs at the top. Here come 2 miners. Mr. Deeb is on 3 at the moment. No, 3 for Rick as well. These players are going pretty equal, pretty even so far. Both of them have their AFC out as well. Again, we see Rick not going for these gems early on. Mr. D will long distance these. Well, not so long, but he is getting these gems. So early eco boost for the yellow player. He is on 5 miners. Rick is on 6 miners, but not getting his gems yet. First para is from Rick. And it's an aggressive one. The Rockies are there to deal with the para. Para accomplishes nothing for so far, but the battle lab is out for the red player. Mr. Deeb not yet on battle lab tech. He's focusing on, appears to be his eco. He's got 7 miners. Mirages are out for the red player. No battle lab out yet. Only IFV GIs in this army from Mr. Deeb. Rick has a few Mirages and Grizzlies to his mix. Chronosphere is out as well for the red player. Are they gonna engage here? Battle Lab is out for the yellow player in the meantime. Mirages are out for the yellow player as well. Rick's Chronosphere is counting down. 4 minutes to go. We hear a seal. And the seal is from Mr. Deeb. See what he's gonna do with it. Is he gonna try and go for the chrono? AFK at the moment with the seal. He's going top. Mr. Deeb doesn't see it. Oh, he does. Chrono is ready in 5 seconds. Huge engagement here. Chrono is ready. Chrono is ready for Rick. He's preparing with prism tanks. Rick goes in. Chrono is still ready. The Weather Storm is out for the red player as well. Here comes the Chrono at the top. Takes the Chrono from Mr. Deeb. War Factory as well, and an important ref. And that's all the prisms will take, but no more Chronosphere for the yellow player, and he forced the undeploy as well. So Rick a bit ahead here. He's got 2 super weapons. He's got an army back home. Mr. Deeb looking to push here, but no anti-air. Brings over the Rocketeers as well. Para drop from Mr. Deeb. What can he get? Not much. Mirages. And an elite IFV from Rick as well, picking off those AFK Rockies. The remaining Rockies will go down to that IFV as well. Mr. Deeb is broke, but he's moving his miners to get to the next patch of ore. All in all, it's looking very good for the red player, Mr. Rick. And here we have the elite IFV just picking off these Rockies. And the power. And 2 more Rockies. Para tries to get the lab, doesn't succeed. Weatherstorm is ready in 40 seconds, but the Chrono is ready right now. Huge army from the yellow player, but will he survive the next?
Warning. Lightning storm created.
Here comes the lightning storm. Battle Lab and War Factory goes down. The Chrono is ready. Will Rick use it defensively? Just to be sure that he will hold against this push. Or will he use it offensively? Mr. Deeb left with his MCV and a barracks. Chrono is still ready. And now these prisms are being prepped to go along for the ride, boys. There it is. MCV goes down. War Factory goes down. And GG is called. Rick takes game 1. Game 2 in the semifinals. We are on Divide and Conquer. Rick takes game 1. He will spawn top right on Divide. We have Mr. Deeb, the yellow player, spawning bottom left. They will stick to the same factions, America. Oh man. I think I might have an ear infection, boys. My left ear is killing me. Anyways, but we're gonna pull through it. Mr. Deeb with the IFV out. Got same IFVs out for Rick as well. Similar style for both players. Rick is bringing over a seal though. Leo Sponza, welcome to the stream. At this moment, semi-finals going on in the intermediate Heroes Revenge tournament. 1-0 for the red player at this moment. Sure, where did that seal go? Is this him? I think this might be him. Yep, that's the seal. Seal IFV out between normal GI IFVs. Let's see what Rick gets done here, boys. Split. GI IFVs coming from the top, and we have the Seal IFV coming from the back. Mr. Deeb sees it. He will not be surprised. Rick is still there. Offensive para drop as well. Double pill at the top. The free para will go down. And the Grizzlies will join the fight. Meanwhile, Rick is on 3 miners. Versus 4 from Mr. Deeb. Mr. Deeb is doing well defending. He's got 5 miners now. The Seal IFV is still there to clean out the para. So slowly but surely, Mr. Deeb should be getting ahead here. He is up by 2 miners. Rick again with the split. He's got the battle lab. Oh, Mr. Deeb doesn't see it. The battle lab will go down to the Seal. MCV will go down as well. This entire base can go down. Barracks will go down. Elite Seal will go down. Oh, Mr. Deeb. So the 3rd time around that Seal does get through. So Mr. Deeb left with a War Factory, 2 refineries and an AFC. No power plant, so his production is very slow at the moment as well. Para gets 1 refinery, but that is not that important because Rick has a 2nd one as well. Slowly but surely, it was looking good for Mr. D, but that seal just messed everything up, boys. And now the Grizzlies coming in as well. Rick might even get a minor here. Yeah, Rick is chilling. Mr. Deeb engages here. I do not think these GIFVs pack a punch to take care of these Grizzlies. It's not gonna be enough. And I believe another seal. What is this? A spy? A GIFV. Yeah, the Bell Lab might go down here. The lab survives this time. Oh, tried to ult it. I don't know why. Rick. There he goes. Finally goes in. Should be fine here. Yep. Well played, says Mr. Deeb. Sneaky Seal gets the job done. Desert Island, boys, will be the third map picked by Mr. Deeb, who is the yellow player top right. And we have Rick, the red player bottom left, both sticking to America. We are on Desert Island. And I'll be right back. I'll be getting one beer. But let's let these players build up, and I'll be right back in a few seconds. Alright, I'm back, boys. So we are on Desert Island. IFV's out is...
Seal ready.
Mr. Deeb is prepping for GI IFVs, and we've got a Seal IFV from Rick. Mr. Deeb has 3 miners on gems. I like it. I love it a lot. Yeah, click it. There we go. A lot of GI IVs from Mr. Deeb. Yuri will be chilling top left. Back on 4 miners. Mr. Deeb on 4 miners as well. He's got his battle lab out. Rick will be the aggressor here. Mr. Deeb sending his Rockies to deal with this Seal IFV. Go for the AFV. Matches are out from the yellow player. And Rick has stacked up as well. Not much going on. None of these players are making a move for mid yet. We've got a lot of mirages out for the yellow player though. The Seal IFV is chilling in Red's base and Rick's base. We're just waiting for the next engagement here. Deeb can make a push here if he wants to. I don't know what happened there. He lost a lot of his army. I set out for Mr. Deeb as well. You don't see that often. Usually you get a good enough scout, you don't need a spy satellite. Double war from the red player. Mr. Deeb's going broke. Both of them going broke at the same time. Chrono is almost ready though for the red player. Rick is gonna make a push and then Chrono right behind it, I believe. What can Mr. Deeb do? He's gonna lose this forward barracks. Rick's gonna take the higher ground. Doesn't look good. No. Mr. Deeb losing his entire army here. Elite IFV as well. Well played, said Mr. Deeb. And game 3 goes to Rick as well. First to 5. Don't count Mr. Deeb out yet. Rick will stick to America. Spawning top left. We have Mr. Deeb sticking to America. Spawning bottom right. We are on Poltergeist. Mr. Deeb will not switch to Soviet. Mr. Deeb walling off his oil. Rick does not. Poltergeist, you get a nice patch of gems at the beginning here. They will have to move their MCV to get the next patch of gems though. They have not spawned on the perfect locations. Grandiose, Rick's on fire. The Nectron saying Deeb did better last game. I agree. He needs to get on the board though. He does not want to let Rick get to 4-0 on match point. He needs to make something happen on Poltergeist. Again, the GIIOVs. Split from Rick. And Rick will retreat. No seal this time. I haven't heard a seal this game yet. Look at this, boys. Rick going 5 minors. And he's up against 3 from Mr. Deeb. However, Rick is the one going broke. And Mr. Deeb has teched up. So Mr. Deeb somehow manages his eco a little bit better than Rick. Rick has a lot of Rockies though. Yep. So Mr. Deeb now on 4 minors. Fully teched. Bringing the miners out of the war factory. He's now got 5 miners. Here comes the split from Rick. Rocky's coming in from the bottom. Mr. Deeb sees it. Mr. Deeb doing well to keep up with these splits. Nice stretch from the red player as well. Mr. Deeb with all of his miners on 1 patch. He needs to get a rev here desperately. He desperately needs one here. Notice Mr. Deeb is hitting 0 as well. Huge army of Rockies from the red player. Mr. Deeb holds. Looking like he's on the backhand of this. I still haven't seen an ore ref. Where's the ore ref from Mr. Deeb? Meanwhile, Battle Lab out for the red player as well. Okay, Mr. Deeb gets the ore ref up. And we'll move again. Scary army of Rockies from the red player. There's the Chrono. He's already building prisms. Yet again, all the miners on 1 patch here from Mr. Deeb. There's a glitching going to the wrong ore ref. Oh, this one is long distance mining as well. Spy set out again for Mr. Deeb. Double war. Needs an ore ref here, but I think he might be stretching to the gems. Meanwhile, Rick moved his MCV to get these gems. Nice hits on the IFVs. These Rockies are free to roam until they meet this group of Rockies. The chrono, it will be ready in 10 seconds. No, it will not. Force shield has been used. Nice hit from Mr. Deeb. There is a para here from Rick. He doesn't see it. Mr. Deeb goes in. It's Rocky's. Oh, he's just running them in. Oh no, Mr. Deeb. Your mirages. Prism's doing work, but will it be enough though? Oh. Those mirages though. Mr. Deeb running back. There's one mirage left. Trying to kill this miner. Will he get it? Gets it before it goes down. Rick on 7k, getting these gems. Weather storm out. The chronosphere is ready. Paradrop near the battle lab. Yeah, this is just a huge army from Rick. Nice try. The prisms being chronoed into the water. Well played, says Mr. Deeb. He will look back. Game number 5. Game number 5 on the way. We are on Hack Freeze is over. These players will stick to AVA. Good luck, says Rick. Rick spot in top left. Mr. Deeb bottom right. If there is ever a chance, Mr. Deeb, it is now. Top left. Just the worst spawn on Hack Freeze in my opinion. He can really make Rick work for it. Rick on 4 match points. He can lose 4 and still take it. First to 5. Nob is waiting for the winner of this match in the finals tomorrow. Also not a bad map to go as Soviet on Hack Freeze is over. Rick doing well to anti-scout. AFC out from Mr. Deeb. I'm pretty sure Mr. Deeb did not scout the War Factory. Mr. Deeb is anticipating the GI IFV rush. This has been the meta the past 4 games. Both players broke. Both players also on 4 miners. Let's see, 4 miners for Mr. Deeb. Rick is on 3, getting all the gems first. Mr. Deeb going into the top. Meanwhile, Rick is already there. Mr. Deeb does not see it. Mr. Deeb is out of position. The War Factory will go down. Rick could even get the ore refinery here. Paradrop top left. AFC goes down. Mr. Deeb with the 1-2 punch. Mr. Deeb can do more damage here. War Factory goes down. And Mr. Deeb is happy with that. Rick left without an AFC and a War Factory. Meanwhile, Mr. Deeb still has his War Factory. His ore ref is well placed as well. Rick's ore refinery is a bit far. So well done by Mr. Deeb. He's got the advantage here, boys. Meanwhile, another push on the right side. On the War Factory. Rick will not get it. Rockies are out from Mr. Deeb. That's an advantage of keeping your AFC. Of that AFC surviving. Rick still not out with a War Factory yet. Double war from Mr. Deeb. Still no War Factory. There it is. There's the War Factory. And this game might go to Mr. Deeb, boys. It's looking really well. Barracks goes down. Power plant. Rick is holding on by a thread. He is low power. Mr. Deeb is struggling for money though. Building miners, I like it. You've got the advantage. You should take that advantage. Just make sure you're well established here. So Rick's still on 4 miners. Mr. Deeb is on, a lot more. 8 miners at the moment. And he will move his MCV. Why not? You're well ahead. You should. No need to rush things. You are well ahead. In the meantime, Rick, 4 miners long distancing. His ore ref is far away. He's got his AFC back up. Bringing out the Rockies. He is dead broke. And a huge army of Rockies coming over. And the GI IFVs as well. No Grizzlies in this army from Mr. Deeb. Rick is holding, but not for long. GG is called. Mr. Deeb is on the board.
Player defeated.
It is 4-1 to Rick. Rick is still on match point. Dorado. Descent. We've got Rick, bottom left, versus Mr. Deeb, top right. Mr. Deeb saying, was I yellow the entire time? Yes, you were, bro. Just noticing it now. So this entire series has been Allied America versus Allied America, boys. AVA, the entire series by these guys. Gotta love it. Need to fix your miner, Mr. Deeb. Okay, so Rick is on gems, Mr. Deeb for the moment on ore. He really needs to fix that miner, and he will. No, he won't. Okay, Rick already with an early advantage here. Eco boost. Yeah, this is devastating, boys. Still on ore, unfortunately. Okay, he fixed it. Goes early AFC. So does Rick. Seeing a lot more Allied these days. It's kind of a trend, boys. Playing Allied. So Rick again with the anti-scout. I don't believe Mr. Deeb got a good scout on Rick. GI IFVs being built as per usual, as per entire series. This is the style they play. Five minus for Rick. Mr. Deeb on 4 at the moment. Rick now on 2, 7 minus. Mr. Deeb on 6. Double war from Mr. Deeb. Is on 1 war factory. I like the double war, but Rick tacking up in the meantime. Rockies are out. Rockies are out from Mr. Deeb as well. Rick bottoming out. He's got too many miners on the bottom ore patch. He needs to send a few more to the top. Meanwhile, GIFE push here. There's not enough Rockies going in by Mr. Deeb. Maybe I think he just wanted to scout. And scout he did. Meanwhile, no battle lab out from Mr. Deeb yet. Still on double war. Meanwhile, Rick has his chronosphere up. Rick is dead broke though. Rick is dead broke. Mr. Deeb's got 5k in the bank. Battle Lab is now out for Mr. Deeb. Mirages are coming out. Push from Mr. Deeb on the left side here. Loses 2 IFVs. Rick is dead broke. You hear a spy somewhere. Chronosphere is out from Mr. Deeb as well. None of these players. Okay, Rick is getting gems on the left side. Battlestorm is out. The Chrono is almost ready. Meanwhile, on the right side, Mr. Deeb is not getting his gems yet. The Chronosphere is ready. And it's used to take a quarter of Mr. Deeb's army into the water. Now Mr. Deeb's chrono is almost ready. It's ready. Pie goes down on the right side. Gap generator out from Rick. Like it. And here's the chrono. Gets the battle lab. And that's all Mr. Deeb got. Nice snipe. Para on the gems to keep the miners away, but the Rockies will deal with that. Meanwhile, Mr. Deeb not getting the gems yet on the right side. These miners starting to long distance as well. Mr. Deeb will go broke soon. Meanwhile, Rick with a better stretch to the left side, getting these ore and the gems at the mid left. Chrono is almost ready for Rick as well. It's going to be another Prism Chrono. Yeah, it sniped the Battle Lab really quickly there. The Battlestorm is almost ready as well for Rick. Army coming in as well. So will he hit the Weatherstone first? He will. On the main base. No. Oh, he's gonna get a large portion of that army as well. And the Chrono. He's coming in. Chrono at the top. Gets the Battle Lab. Might get the War Factory. One more hit. Gets it. Both War Factories go down. Mr. Deeb left with an AFC. MCV is undeployed. And 90% of Mr. Deeb's base is gone. GG is called. And your next finalist is Rick, boys. Well done by Mr. Deeb. Cheers. Congratulations to Rick. He will continue in the tournament and will face Nob tomorrow in the finals. At 7:45 GMT +1, we have Yugi versus Mr. Deeb for the third place placement. And then we have the finals after that, hopefully at 9 o'clock, Nob versus Rick.